Hey, my name's Dexter. Welcome to my ClouderDex YouTube channel. This is my first video, so I'm going to take a minute to introduce myself a little bit. If you got here by searching the perfectly crafted string to find this exact YouTube video, skip forward a few minutes to get to the solution for how you can use CDK to launch a network load balancer to create a UDP logging service. So a little bit about myself. I really like AWS. I really enjoy working with cloud technologies. I am actually an engineer for AWS, but it's really important to note I do not represent AWS. This is just me talking about technologies that get me excited and providing you with some samples of how I might approach solving some common problems in AWS. So in this video, we're also going to talk about CloudDevelopment Kit, or CDK for short. CDK just launched to general availability on July 11th, 2019. I thought about launching off some fireworks to celebrate. However, I live in a tinderbox called California and I did not want to be blamed for burning the state to the ground. So what is CloudDevelopment Kit? It's a tool for managing your infrastructure as code. AWS already has CloudFormation, and CDK leverages CloudFormation under the hood to provision your stacks. What it does differently is allows you to write your stacks in a more human-friendly language like TypeScript, Java, JavaScript, C#, or Python. In this demonstration, I actually use Python. It's my favorite language to be developing in right now. It's getting a lot of traction out there, so I assume there are a lot of people really interested in Python CDK as well. So one of the really cool things that CDK does is they built in constructs into resources. So if you're going to launch a VPC using CloudDevelopment Kit, you can use the VPC construct that comes with the basic configuration that you would need to make that VPC really usable. So it will launch a subnet for private and public in each AZ with NAT gateways and an internet gateway. So with one line of code, you can have a usable VPC up and running. And you can see that in the demonstration that I provided. There's just one line that says launch a VPC. And then I get a reference object to that VPC that I can use for getting out subnet IDs, references to subnet IDs, and things like that. So on to this specific solution. A little while back, AWS also launched UDP support for network load balancers. So network load balancers are a little bit different than classic load balancers and application load balancers in that AWS is doing a little bit of foo under the hood for managing how network traffic gets from your load balancer to your back-end instances. And the real benefit of this foo that AWS is doing is that it provides you with static IP addresses for that load balancer to a dynamic number of instances behind those IP addresses. And network load balancers have supported TCP for a while now. They launched with TCP support, but now they have launched UDP support. So why do we care? Well, TCP and UDP are different protocols. TCP does negotiation and verification, make sure that the server is there and ready for the connection, whereas UDP is more of a fire and forget type protocol. So I kind of like to use a baseball analogy, whereas TCP has a pitcher and a catcher, and the catcher and the pitcher negotiate on what pitch is going to be thrown before the pitcher throws the pitch, whereas UDP would be like a pitching machine set on random and just firing, and it does not know if there's anything on the other side to catch or hit the ball. So why does this matter for logging? Well, there are times when you have a relatively sensitive network device such as your router or firewall or VPN server that you really do not want to go down. You want that thing to be as resilient as possible, yet you really care about the logs that are happening on that server and you want to get them off so you can do analyzing on those logs. Well, if you have a TCP logging service, if that server goes down, some networking devices will hang while they wait for that TCP logging server to become available, or it could just slow things down a little bit. Having a UDP logging server means that your network devices can just fire and forget their logs. Yes, there's a chance that you're going to miss some logs if the service goes down. We can set up some monitoring on our UDP logging service to ensure things are working, but at the end of the day, we would rather our service be up and be missing logs than for us to guarantee we have logs and the network device go down. So what I did in this solution is I launched the default CDK VPC with an auto-scaling group and a network load balancer. You can configure the stack to use a private or public approach for the network load balancer, but one of the interesting things about network load balancers is your instances need to be in the same zone as your network load balancer. So if we're using a public network load balancer, we cannot put our instances in a private subnet. They need to be able to get that public network traffic delivered to them. So if you toggle in the configuration to have a public network load balancer, you're going to get public instances as well. So the other component to this is that network load balancers do security different than a classic load balancer or an application load balancer. Network load balancers do not have security groups configured on them. You configure the security groups on your instances to accept the public traffic coming in or from whichever destination you need to accept that traffic. So if I have a public network load balancer, my instances are public, I need to allow my public IP address access to those instances on the port and protocol that I am using. So what we do is we configure the network load balancer to accept UDP traffic to the instances which have Fluentd TD agent running on them, and they just buffer the logs and then ship those JSON logs off to S3. It takes about 10 minutes with the configuration I have in place with the TD agent. So you can spin up the solution, wait a few minutes for everything to be ready, and start firing off UDP JSON logs, and then see them in S3 in about 10 minutes. One more thing I want to mention about the configuration of the network load balancer in the CDK stack. Today, CDK does not have support for network load balancers using UDP built in, but CDK gave us a really easy way for us to be able to override specific properties in a resource that CDK is not aware of as being a valid configuration option. So all the way down at the bottom of the template, you'll see where I override the network load balancer listener and target group to use UDP rather than the TCP protocol. So in the description, there is a link to the GitHub repo with the solution that I'm talking about here. Feel free to clone that repo and try it out. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. If you have any other ideas on how this solution could be improved, I'd definitely be interested, and pull requests are welcome. Thanks.